Wasting away again.
That's the new intro.
Like usual.
You're breaking up conversation. Oh my god.
Like usual. Working on the weekend like usual.
Crap?
Like
Crap
usual.
about.
Like usual. Like usual. Like usual.
Shame I didn't catch that one in there.
I know. Welcome to week 9 or something like that to the Supreme Leader Commissar and the
Cadet?
podcast.
Yeah, that's how I'm going by these days.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Rivals Week.
Rivals week, yeah. Again.
Gotta have to put that graphic
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Great week this past week.
Good steamer.
Ooh.
You know, and the best part about this whole week, before we even get into it, is that, you know, all the bad guys lost.
Yes, all the bad
All
guys.
the bad guys lost.
Snake,
Yep, down.
Mo Mountain Bitch,
Yep, straight down.
straight down. Olox,
Olox.
Anchor Arms himself,
hmm
and No Trade Mike.
Yeah, no trade, Mike.
Yeah.
M's not really.
Yeah, and you're not a bad guy, but you're the worst player in the league right now.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's not funny.
ooh.
She's still got a playoff shot.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about that next week.
Yeah. Well, we'll see by that time.
Yeah. Hey, mathematically not eliminated.
Mathematically, you're not eliminated yet.
So, but good old-fashioned Rivals Week.
Yeah.
Exactly what you want to see.
Oh yeah,
let's-
exactly.
Pop right in.
To
The
my
most
and,
obvious matchup.
and me and the snake,
We already told you what was gonna
the
happen.
mangy mongoose versus the cobra commander.
You already knew it.
Yeah, I called my shot and I took it.
Never challenged the Commissar like that.
Yeah,
Beefed it. Team really flopped. Mm-hmm. Couldn't show up at a pivotal time.
yeah, not in the least. Adam showing up huge.
Yeah, Adams
Yeah,
really,
he
really
called it, and whatever.
Yeah,
I'll take the
big
win.
game. I mean, he only had, what was it, one player that scored over 7 points.
Yeah, one player that scored over 7. You had one guy that reached 7, but didn't get over
Impressive.
it. The only person that scored over 7 was Ayuk, and that was like
Yeah.
a late garbage time touchdown anyway. So, so close to getting under that 50 mark. We were hoping. We were fingers crossed over here.
But he is the lowest scorer this week.
Yes, and so that means it's going to be a punishment. Also, should I announce the new team name now?
Yes,
For him?
please.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
The most exciting part
Yeah,
about Rivals Week, new team name.
So the new team name, if it can fit it, the amount of words, it would be the Marcus DeSuto football team with the Washington Redskins logo upside down. Yeah. If that doesn't fit, like the whole the Marcus DeSuto football team, we'll just go Marcus's football team. And that should definitely fit.
Very bland.
Yes. I'm
Nothing
sure he'll
creative
love
with
that.
that.
Yeah. I was thinking of even like creating the M into 2 snakes, but I'm like, no, that's too much
No,
flair.
too
He'd
much
like
flair.
that. So
Yeah.
it's just,
He's playing into this bad guy persona.
yeah.
So nothing. You
Gotta-
get no persona.
Yeah, I got to level that pH out.
Exactly in the middle.
Yep.
Bland name.
All right. You want to bring up the next rival of the week?
Absolutely. So another hot matchup. Estrella played Kara. Gave her the business.
Oh,
A high-scoring game of the week overall, though. So it was an exciting matchup to some extent, but he still beat it
too
pretty
much.
good.
Yeah, including with Metcalf and Cook.
Absolutely.
Just railing.
Oh my God, they scored what, over 90 points?
I think
between two of
so.
them?
I think Cook almost scored like 50 on his own.
Yeah. So
She almost
Big
scored
game.
Marcus's points on his own.
just who would win?
Who would win?
Dalvin Cook
or
Marcus's entire team?
It's a close one. I got to tune in for that next
It's gonna
week,
be a close one, and I believe he's gonna get on the horn.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him on the horn, and he's gonna announce a punishment. He just sent it to me. Reddit breaking news. It's gonna be a good one.
Breaking news! You heard it here first.
Holy
We got a
shit.
punishment coming up.
Holy shit,
Our
punishment
producer's
coming
letting us know that he's getting on the line with something hot.
Let's get on the horn. This is the content we wait for.
Well, hello there.
Hey, hello,
Whoa.
Zach. Welcome to the podcast. First time listener, long time caller.
I listened to at least half of one episode already.
That's what we love to hear over here. That's all we can ask for on the pod. Now we're
I
calling.
liked and subscribed at least. Even though I may or may not have actually listened to many.
So you've subscribed.
I believe I am subscribed.
I'll take it. I'll take a believe I
I'm sure
am
you have
subscribed.
millions, so I don't know if you can identify me out of those out of that list. But
It's tough to tell. I think Honey, our producer, is telling us that you are in fact subscribed.
glad to hear that.
So we got you on the horn today to ask you what you're gonna rename Kara's team name. since you whooped her ass this past week?
So I'm going to go with the best loser. And it's a pretty tame name, but I just want to drill in that she lost.
Of course.
And she can say that she would have beat anyone else, but the fact is she lost. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I also really like it because I don't think she'll get it. And she won't take the time to understand it, and that will really bother her. And that's funny to me.
Yeah. Also the Canadian flag. Great touch.
Yeah, I'm not sure if all of the listeners out there will get that, but for those who do, it's a good touch.
Yeah. And also, you have a punishment from Marcus, the lowest scorer of the week. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Can you elaborate on that?
So, in the spirit of both our Lord and Savior Shrek and the fall season, we're going to have him bob for onions. And that requirement is he must retrieve at least 2.
Oh, he has to retrieve 2.
I like it. Now,
Wonderful.
does he get to peel the onions ahead of time?
Yeah, so he can peel them if he wants to, or he can throw the skin on there too, whichever is easiest. Not sure if that'll give him a competitive advantage, something to gnaw on.
Yeah. I think Stanley Yelnats would have let the skin on.
Cool.
Whatever Madame Zero you would prefer.
I love it. I like
Yeah.
that. I think
It's one of the better punishments thus far.
absolutely we'll get him in that.
Yeah.
Bobbing.
All right. Well, yeah, I would call him, but he's not a winner this week. So it was good having you on the horn. Hopefully you'll be back soon.
All right, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime. Good having you.
Good for having you.
Always got him.
Good for having you. Oh god, that reminds me. I'm gonna do a little tangent story time here.
Okay, yeah.
One time I went to your aunt and uncle's. And we went out on the boat and we had a nice afternoon.
Sure.
And we were leaving.
Yep.
And they said it was such a pleasure having you.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, it was. Because I thought it was just. I don't know where it was going.
I
was
get
gonna
it.
say,
Words are tough. You're trying to figure out what they're saying before they say it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just felt like it left the whole afternoon on such a sour note because I meant to say it was a pleasure being here.
Sure.
You know, whatever. And I was just like, yeah, it
It
was.
was a pleasure having you. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it was.
I'm sure it was for you.
All right, moving right along now.
Steaming along.
Words are tough. Next
Words are
matchup is
hard.
Presley and Emily. Mm-hmm. And Wilson Kamara, deadly combo. Yeah.
Honestly, out of all the QB RB combos from each team, I think she's got the best one at this point.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
I don't know. My Herbert Antonio Gibson stack I think is right up there.
And
Also, I just quick reminder.
yeah.
My big smack talk of Bell going up against Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Oh,
Bell
shoot.
smacked his ass.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so just wanted to. Yeah, fucking bum ass. You drafted that guy in the first round, you loser. Took Bell off of M stand for Marquise Brown. The guy gets nothing. All right. Whew.
Anyways, speaking of M, her team really hurt by star players not being available.
Yeah.
Tough week for her with the buys and the injuries and what have you.
And that's what you get when you trade for bum ass players like Joe Mixon.
Well, yeah, I guess.
No, it's okay. Jonathan Taylor gonna do shit this week. All right.
Yeah. And so you're gonna get Prez on the horn?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. I forgot about that.
How could you forget?
She's a forgettable person.
Get a lot of good honey content.
Yeah. Honey's loving this content. Bronny.
Brought it.
She said she might be in class, I think.
Hello.
Hey, Presley. Welcome to the pod.
Hey.
Welcome
what's
back.
going on?
Well, first time with the Commissar is the only time that matters.
This is true. I was actually never on the pod before.
Exactly. Thank you. Now you get it. All right. So, welcome to the podcast. What do you have to say about your victory this past week over M?
Well, honestly, not surprising. I think we all expected that.
Yeah.
But I was getting a little worried there at the beginning, but my team pulled through.
At the
We were
beginning.
fine.
All right. Perfect. Now, I think that you have a new team name for M. Is that correct?
I do.
I heard it's
do.
top notch.
I do have a question, though.
Uh-oh.
Is there a limit, like a character limit?
Well, yes, there is. When we're entering them, we'll have to take that into account. Why? How many characters is yours?
Well, I have like a classic M quote here that she's.
Oh,
make
Zach
me-
Pavo, you don't even know. No, that's Italia.
That's a Chaka. It has to do with you, though.
Oh, Zach Pavo, where's my money?
There it is.
Got it.
Good one.
That might be able to fit. If it doesn't, do you have a secondary option?
Well,
I mean,
no, I didn't think of that. So
I think we can squeeze it in.
She accidentally picked up the wrong voter sticker, which is pretty hilarious. So I guess future voter would be my secondary.
Okay, good answer. And you still want the picture that you decided.
Oh yeah, that picture is a classic.
Ass eating
9th
season for
family
sure.
is just, too good.
Too good. Well, do you have anything else to leave the podcasters with?
Well, you're going down this weekend, Lucas.
fuck.
She got you last second.
She got me. She boomed me at the last second.
Big boom.
Oh.
All right, Prez, it was great having you on. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
I can't believe we got sniped like
Yeah,
that.
dude,
Why'd you leave me open
You
like
got
that?
got.
You leave me open for that.
All right.
That's tough.
Perfect. Up next, we got who the hell have we got? Haley and
Haley
Olax.
Olax.
Ooh, this is one I was really looking forward to.
Yeah,
because they have a bitter rivalry going back decades.
Decades.
And thankfully, Haley won.
Great victory.
Yeah, great victory.
Resounding victory.
And,
no question about it. We knew it was happening.
Yeah, no, the thing that I really like about this is what you and I, we've been trying to make trades with Olax for weeks now. You've been hearing about it on the pod.
Yeah.
I tried making trades with him this past week. Nothing was getting through. Day of Sunday, he's like, oh, so I can't pick up anybody off waivers to start in my running back position. What can I do? Like, you should open up waivers for everybody.
How many times have we discussed
Like, he
the
also
waiver
picked
rules?
up AJ Green for that day. So I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. But you can make a trade. And he's like, Gah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to make a trade in that time. I can't do it.
Meanwhile, we have outstanding offers.
Yeah, you have me and Lucas both like continually.
Clamoring.
Yeah. So that's on you, bud.
Yeah,
You have
absolutely.
any notes to add there?
I mean, fortunately, he wasn't the lowest scorer. I mean, absolute dud week. For him.
Surprising. Like, I don't know how Marcus had all people who started his games. Olax didn't. Like,
Yeah. So
yeah, that's just a testament to Marcus's trashness.
yeah, and then we got Haley on the horn.
Yeah, Haley's coming up on the horn now. It's a busy week over here.
Busy week. Phones are ringing off the hook.
We're
just making our callbacks.
Yeah, I told her I'd call her.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi, Hale. Welcome to the podcast. This is the Commissar speaking.
I can't really hear you. 1 second. Hi.
Hi, Hale. Welcome to the podcast. This is the Commissar speaking. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
How are you doing?
Oh, man.
Oh, beautiful. So we got John this week to give us a quick recap. How'd you think about what'd you think about your recent matchup of clobbering Olax into submission?
You know, it was well deserved on my part. It was a good comeback story for me, considering he was the first person I lost epically to. So
Beautiful.
Love redemption.
Yeah, I love a
Big
good
fan of
comeback
redemption.
story.
Yeah.
No laughing on the pod, please. And now I hear you got a new name for Olax's team. Is that correct?
correct. Yes.
Now, can you elaborate?
Yes. Hold on. It is. He'll now be Mrs. Mike Monty Almeida.
Oh,
And
now this is
exciting
going to
part-
tie into Lucas's, I
Yeah,
believe.
so the exciting part is,
Honey's
come
very
on.
excited.
She's super amped about this, but it's going to tie into my name
Yes.
for Mike, where he's, Mr. Mike Monty Almeida.
Yes.
Beautiful union together of the boys in the
Yeah,
apartment.
totally pure platonic relationship.
It's absolutely, it's a loving union.
Yeah.
We have some great photos to go along with
Yes.
with it. Some intimate some behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes for
photos
damn
from
sure.
the wedding.
Mhm.
Absolute beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm jazzed about that as
Yeah.
well.
I bet Haley is as well, correct, Haley?
Yes.
Wasn't sure if you lost it there. Lucas was doing all the meandering this week.
Yeah,
Not you.
I am doing a lot of meandering this week.
All right, well, before you go, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No.
All right, good answer, good answer. Well,
Good
it was
answer.
great having you on the pod, Hale. Hopefully you can come back on again sometime.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I know I'm a woman of many words, and I've brought a lot of great points to this podcast.
You did.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Naturally.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for the Apple Watches.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Haley and Jasby here.
Yeah, mine just got delivered today, but I
major
didn't get
come
home
up.
yet, so
Yeah.
yeah. You'll see it next week's pod.
Yeah.
No problem.
Bye.
Oh,
Beautiful.
absolutely. That engraved Commissar Cadet.
Yes, I have mine engraved. I took my knife to it, and
Yeah. Well, how else? You know?
Exactly.
I don't think they can engrave.
all right. So our last matchup of the week is
Was me and Mike. Obviously, you heard the name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was excited about the matchup. It was supposed to be close.
yeah.
Came out to be pretty close in general. You know,
Yeah, for
big
sure.
game from Mahomes, from Kelsey.
Yeah.
Very happy with that stack still. I left a ton of points on my bench personally. Really beefed that.
Well, you
I had two receivers
fine.
score 1 point.
oh really?
Yeah.
Which two?
Cooper and Deontay.
Oh,
They each scored 1 point. And I had like 35 points on my bench just from two receivers.
Yeah. Well,
Damian
Deontay's
Harris.
looking. Well, Damian Harris is a running back.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. He's another one that I left on my bench. You know, I left a lot of points out there.
And then Mike, but Kittle's got like an 8 to 10 week injury, so yeah, this sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's what you get for being a
Brummer.
Yeah, for being a Brummer.
Brummer. And so, you know, that's Rivals Week.
Yeah, that's Rivals Week. Catch you later. And now on to the pickups of the week. I don't think there's too many this week. At least for me, I didn't see too many, right, honey? You didn't see any either. So for me, I had a couple of being Mike Williams. That's about it for me.
That's about a couple. Just the one, though.
That's a real one I want to mention. I mean,
Yeah.
because you got the rest. Like, there's 4 there that you care about, and like I don't. It's actually there's 3 I care about, but you picked the other 2, and you know I don't want people grabbing them because I want.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I figured I would list the rest of the positions. I think if you
Yeah.
need something to fill out, Mark Ingram supposed to be coming back.
Yeah.
He's a running back, probably the starter, at least splitting time with Dobbins.
Maybe. Yeah, I
Could
think
be worth
Dobbins
an
is going
ad.
to take over more as the.
Yeah. There's
season
just not a lot
progresses.
of running backs who are getting a lot of touches that are available on the
Yeah.
waiver wire, so I think Ingram could be one of those. Eric Ebron, probably the best startable waiver wire tight end this week, and going forward, he's pretty good. Steelers are having a good season, so
Yeah.
getting a
They're
piece of
undefeated
that.
still, so
That's what I've heard.
take a little bit of that. Yeah, people have told me.
People have told me.
Yep.
And then for a kicker, got the boy Koo, Young Wei.
Confused.
Koo,
First name again?
Young Wei.
Pronounced correctly?
Oh, Young Ho.
Oh yes. He's my top waiver wire ad of the week. Spending
Yes.
all my fab on him.
Spending all my hot fab on him.
Releasing my my fab load all
Yeah,
over.
if you even have a mediocre kicker at this
Yeah.
point, if you have a kicker on your team who's not a top 10 kicker,
He's putting up running back 2 numbers.
regardless, if you're going to want a better kicker, this guy's a good kicker, worth the budget.
Mm-hmm.
And for
Have you seen his
defense,
onside kicks? Legendary.
Yeah, you don't get points for those, but
I don't give a fuck. I love watching.
Maybe they will next
I love
year.
watching my players.
and if you need defense, Washington
Yeah.
football team,
Football.
good defensive pickup this week. They're playing the Giants. I think a good opportunity to score a lot of points, at least some, to manage their offense. They also have a couple of good matchups the rest of the season, so I would keep your eye out on that.
Yeah. They do have a pretty good defense too. It's not like Washington D of years past.
Yeah,
They got their new Chase Young. He does well.
Mm-hmm.
And I say their new Chase Young. They didn't have an old one.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Pickups of the week.
You heard it here first.
All
right. Well,
that's it.
but anyways, Commissar and signing off.
Commissar Cadet.
Signing off.
Unfinished.